Ma Chao, the great warrior of justice, the fighter of peace and honor, and so forth and such. Let's waste no time and dive right into the great man of valor. Ma Chao was born in Maoling County as the son of Ma Tong. In 192, Ma Tong and his sworn brother Han Sui were appointed titles under the Han. When the warlord Cao Cao became prime minister of the Han, he sought to recruit Ma Chao to the service of the government, but Ma Chao refused. After aiding Cao Cao in defeating Yuan Shao's former allies after his victory at Guangdu, Ma Chao relocated with his father to Liang province. There, they worked in the capital. Then his father and younger brothers were later ordered to Ye, leaving Ma Chao behind to lead the troops. Due to a series of misunderstandings that Ma Tong had with a few Han ministers, Cao Cao ordered the execution of Ma Tong and his sons at the capital. Enraged by the news of his family's death, Ma Chao gathered a coalition of like-minded generals and rebelled against the Han at Tong Gate, blocking Cao Cao's advance towards Hanzhong. During this campaign, Cao Cao's strategist Xu Chu deployed a plan to sow seeds of doubt between Ma Chao and his uncle Han Sui. This allowed Cao Cao to take advantage of the discourse and win the battle. As Ma Chao fled to Hanzhong, he rallied various non-Han tribes to ally with him and revolt. Ma Chao killed the inspector of Ji Castle, Wei Kong, and took control of Liang province. However, Wei Kong's subordinates did not favor his rule, and when he left Ji Castle, they barred him out and murdered his wife and children. With nowhere else to go, Ma Chao fled into the care of Zhang Lu, where he reacquainted with a relative that was able to escape execution.
A big family, with over 100 members all sharing the same fate in one day. Now are there only the two of us to give greetings to each other?
Around 214, Ma Chao heard of Liu Bei's plan to overthrow Liu Zhong, and was conspiring to defect to Liu Bei. After taking Yi province from Liu Zhong, Ma Chao aided Liu Bei in his successful campaign in Hanzhong in 219. When Liu Bei declared himself king of Hanzhong in 221, he ordered Ma Chao to introduce the Han culture to the northern tribes, since he was on good terms with them, which was a pivotal part for their later campaigns in Nanzhong. Ma Chao is definitely a poster boy for the Shu dynasty, wearing the badge of justice and honor and preaching the ways of benevolence. An invaluable warrior that even Liu Bei was overjoyed to have. Ma Chao was said to have had the same bravery and valor as Lu Bu, which is a dead-on comparison, because like Lu Bu, Ma Chao caused revolts against the Han ministry and made selfish decisions in his campaign that caused distrust to circulate throughout his alliances. It was until he came into the service of Liu Bei where he learned to restrain his brash thinking. The author of Records of the Three Kingdoms even condemns his actions in his early life as reckless, but later recognizes that his later services to Liu Bei is proper recompense. And although it's not blatant, Ma Chao does share a small rivalry with Xu Chu. During the Battle of Tong Gate, Ma Chao thwarted every one of Cao Cao's advances. The only thing stopping him from charging straight into Cao Cao's main camp was the intense stare-down he had with Cao Cao's bodyguard. Xu Chu later sent a request to his lord to duel Ma Chao, which was accepted. The next day, the two generals engaged in a fierce battle. Fearing for Xu Chu's life towards the duel's climax, Cao Cao ordered his generals to attack Ma Chao, and Ma Chao crushed Cao Cao's assault, leaving the warlord to return to his main camp with half of his men.
You despised me because I had no wall to my camp. But lo, in one single night, God has made me a wall. Do you not think it time to give in?
Within the Koei titles, Ma Chao is affiliated with horses and is seen as a brave cavalry captain. Ma Chao's skills in horseback riding was praised even at a young age. His crowning historical moment was when he led horsemen into battle against Cao Cao at Yellow River, an attack that would have potentially killed Cao Cao, who was impressed by Ma Chao's imposing figure. Also, this representation probably has to do with the fact that the Ma translates to horse in English, and the Japanese pronunciation of his name, Ba Chou, is sometimes tied to a pun for horseback riding, Ba Shou. The reason why Ma Chao wields a spear is likely inspired by the duel he had with Xu Chu at Tong Gate, where in the final moments of the fight came down to a struggle over a spear. And almost all of his weapons are based off of this horseback motif as well as spears. And of course, being a Shu officer, some of his weapons, armor, and Muso attacks are named and themed after dragons. The magnificence of his armor and stalwart appearance is what earned him the nickname Ma Chao the Splendid.
Let's finish this battle!
Ma Chao passed away in 222, leaving everything to his younger cousin Ma Dai, and he has gone down in history as one of the 5 Tiger Generals, alongside his brother, Zhao Yun. And that's all I got for you guys today, and yes, I am leaving out a pretty vital detail that I'll address in a later video. But hey, if you know what that detail is, don't let me stop you from leaving it down in the comments below, and be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe if you want to see more. And also visit my Patreon if you're interested in supporting this channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time in the next update. Bye.